Welcome, everybody, to Jackson, Kentucky. We're on the campus of, actually, Breathitt Elementary School. It's the Breathitt High School softball complex as Breathitt County Ladycats hosting the Lady Bulldogs from Hazard. It's top of the first, one out, one on, as courtesy runner for Hazard takes second on the pitch.
That's Mallory Combs. Hazard now has a runner in score position. They have a record of 3-0. The Ladycats a record of 6-1. We do want to thank everybody for tuning in to WJSN 97.3, and we're streaming. Go to YouTube, type in WJSN 97.3.
Yeah, and you'll have to forgive me if the graphic on the scoreboard on the thing doesn't have the correct count.
World Famous Sports Talk will be on, well, tomorrow evening at 5:30.
There's a hot shot down third. It'll bounce off the third baseman's glove and roll into foul territory, and it'll be a double for Shepherd. And the Lady Bulldogs, they take an early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. And the runner's still in scoring position.
That's 15 Shepherd, the 8th grader. A beautiful evening for 14th Region softball. As number 5, she flies out.
We'll get that in a minute. Still trying to get everything rolling. Got a little late start getting in. Got here early and wasn't anybody around to let us get to work. So 2 outs and a runner at second base.
And the scoreboard tonight, with nobody here to run the scoreboard at the Breathitt County Softball Complex.
Makes it a little difficult. Here's a hot shot to third. McLeese makes the catch, but throws it away. Runner scores from second, 2-0 Hazard, and they'll have a runner at third as the throw comes back in.
Hazard up quickly over Breathitt County. Looks like Breathitt has some new uniforms, black uniforms, blue stripes, white pinstripes, blue socks, black letters, numbers, white trim. Looks really good. Hazard in their dark blue or gold letters, white trim. Steve, these two teams meet in 2 weeks in LA, is that correct?
Yeah, this is Jones at the plate for Lady Bulldogs. She'll foul this one out of play. We'll try to get caught up here in a second.
That's number 10, Howdy Jones, a freshman.
Runner at third is Eddington for the Lady Bulldogs. They lead it 1-0 here in the top of the. It's going to be 2-0 here in the top of the first. There's a ground ball to short. Throw to first is not in time. Infield single. Another run scores. 3-0 Lady Bulldogs.
That fast. Breathitt County down. As number 10, Jones on first. For Hazard.
Got 2 outs. Does Breathitt County. Back is on the mound for the Ladycats. Breathitt County with senior trip this week. Here's a line drive, foul territory, first base side for strike one. Hazard with a quick 3-0 lead here in the top of the first. They've scored 3 runs on 2 hits. Get the lineup real quick. Leading off was Griffith. She's pitching for Hazard. Fields at short, batting second. Shepherd's at batting third, playing at second base. Third baseman Elkins is the cleanup hitter. Eddington's behind the plate in the 5 spot. Jones is at first, batting sixth, as the 0-1 is taken low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stallings at the plate right now is in right field, batting seventh. The other Jones in center field, batting eighth, and Combs in left field, batting ninth, as the 1-2 going to be fouled off. It's going to be 1-1 fouled off for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 1 on. Runner at first for the Lady Bulldogs. That's Jones.
Back a 7th grader on the mound for Breathitt County.
Here's the 1-2. Going to be lifted in the left field. Sayers goes over, makes the catch for out number 3. Hazard does the damage, though. They lead it 3-0 as they go to the bottom half of the first. We'll be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Bottom of the first inning, it is 3-0 in favor of Hazard. As run down the batting lineup for Breathitt County. Bowling behind the plate will lead it off for the Ladycats. Then Sword, who's at short, and McLeese will bat third, who's playing third for the Ladycats. At first base is Turner. She'll bat cleanup. Center fielder is Tinley Hayes, batting fifth, and then Chloe Hayes at second, batting sixth. Salyer's the left fielder's in the seventh spot. Bowling is the DH for the Ladycats. Smith in right field batting ninth, and then back is the pitcher who is not batting for Breathitt County. Defensively for Hazard this way, Griffith on the mound, but Eddington behind the plate. Third to first in order, Elkins, Fields, Shepard, Jones. Left to right in order, Combs, Jones, and Stallings. In just a second, try to get the first names for the Jones players that are out there. And Heidi Jones is at first, and Hallie Jones is in center.
As Hazard jumps out to a big, well, not a big lead, but a lead. And the scoreboard working that? Yeah, 3-0. 3-0, Hazard leading. And John Calipari right now, Steve, on his talk show, he met with Mitch Barnhart, and he flew to New Jersey over the weekend at his New Jersey beach home and flew back this morning for a meeting with Mitch Barnhart.
Yeah, I did read where somebody was wishing good luck to Tom Leach hosting the show.
Look, Tom.
Good tough host there.
Touchy situation.
Bowling leading off for Breathitt County as the Ladycats trail 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Bowling is taken upstairs for ball one.
3-0 Breathitt County leads.
Griffith with the sign. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. Get it lined out. A little late getting on the air.
Bowling, a sophomore, worth 0-0.
1-1 count. Pitch, swing and a miss for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
(3-0).
As Griffith winds that 1-2. There's a ground ball up the middle. It's a leadoff single for Bowling and Breathitt County.
Good job by Bowling as the Ladycats are on the base, on first base. And up to bat for Breathitt County, number 33, that is Taylor Sword, freshman.
Going on the first pitch is Bowling. It was called strike one, and she's in safely with the stolen base is Bowling, who's now in scoring position for the Ladycats.
Like Steve said, Bowling at second base.
Here's the 0-1. Upstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, beautiful evening for high school softball.
As Sword trying to help Breathitt County get on the board here. 1-1 pitch from Griffith. Is swinging a foul tip for strike two.
Big swing and miss. Lee's been aggressive in that box.
1-2 pitch from Griffith. Skips in the dirt. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner is still at second base. That's bowling for Breathitt County. Had the leadoff single and then stole second to get into scoring position. As Griffith with the sign. Here's the break-even pitch upstairs, but Sword goes after it right at the center fielder. And the throw to second is not going to be in time, as Sword hit that one on the nose, but nothing to show for it.
Good, strong hit, though.
Yeah, that's what I say. Hit it on the nose, but it winds up as out number 1, and the runner stays out at second base.
Jason McLee's up. Number 99. Runner at second base steals bowling.
1-0 count. Here's a ground ball to short as Fields throws to first, gets the out at first for out number 2. Bowling does go to third, so.
Advance the runner.
Yeah, a productive out, but still out number 2.
Up to bat here for the Ladycats. Turner, a junior.
First pitch upstairs for ball 1.
So Steve, the experts say that John Calipari is on the talk show this evening is a good sign, so he's on there right now.
I'd say he's staying where he is as far as
more than likely
where he's coaching at. The 1-0 pitch is taken for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
On the hot seat, Steve, I guess.
Oh, yeah, he'll have to.
3 years is his contract when it expires, or I think. Foul back. The 5.
Yeah. That's why the buyout is so much, as the 2-0 foul back for strike 1.
After next year, it's $27 million.
Yep.
And but like, there's no clear-cut choice for UK to go after.
Otherwise, they probably would have.
Yes.
2-1, going to be line foul right at Coach Bowling, or Coach Tobby, excuse me, for strike 2. Count 2 balls, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rumor had it that Calipari got fired today. Louisville bound.
Dick Vitale posted that this morning. I saw that. Here's a break-even pitch taken for strike 3, and Breathitt County will strand a runner in the first to go to the top of the second. 3-0 Hazard, due up for Lady Bulldogs, 8-9-1. Jones, Cones, and Griffith. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you.
We go to the top of inning number 2 for Lady Bulldogs, who lead it 3-0 over Breathitt County. It is 8-9-1. That's Hallie Jones, Combs, then Griffith. As for Hazard in their half of the first, 3 runs on 2 hits. They stranded a runner. Breathitt County, no runs, 1 hit. They stranded a runner as well. Breathitt County had the 1 error in the top of the first that allowed a couple of unearned runs to score after Hazard had took an early 1-0 lead.
And Steve, you mentioned this is the senior trip week, and Ladycats, of course, will play a lot of younger players this evening as they're trailing 3-0. Hazard's next game will be Pike Central tomorrow. Breathitt's next game will be Jackson City. Will be on Wednesday. It says 5:30 here, Steve, so we got to double check out, make sure that's correct.
Okay.
But it says 5:30 on here. That's game scheduled to be covered by WJSN 97.3.
As warm-ups are thrown, and we go now to the top of the second. Jones digs in, leading off for the Lady Bulldogs. Breathitt County Bobcats down in Florida this week. We have a game going on right now. We'll try to get a score for that in a minute. First pitch, ground ball to short. Sword field shows the first for out number 1.
1 up, 1 down. Good job by back. Get that lead runner out. Steve, if you was Mr. Barnhart, would you keep Calipari or let him go?
All right, it all depends on there's a whole lot of things other than just what everybody feels like at the moment. As the first pitch to Combs takes for strike 1.
That's why those meetings with playing coach AD is usually after emotions die down a little bit.
Yeah.
Give them a week to cool off both sides.
Here's the 0-1 from back. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and back quickly ahead. No balls, 2 strikes to Combs. With 1 out and the bases empty here in the top of the second. 3-0 Hazard with the lead. As back winds the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and it's
back.
2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second for Lady Bulldogs.
And up to bat for Hazard is number 22, I believe. You got her name, Steve? I don't have it on my roster.
That's Griffith.
Griffith.
Here's the first pitch.
Riley Griffith?
Yep. Taken low for ball 1. Yeah, she was hit by a pitch, and her first at bat came around the courtesy runner came around to score a run after she stole a base, got the second.
And she's a freshman. Boy, she started last year, too, for Hazard. She's a dandy.
1-0 is taken upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
3-0 Hazard leads. Base is empty.
Here's the 2-0 from back. Fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Runs the count to 2-1. 2 outs. Base is empty here in the top of inning number 2.
Brack has settled right down here.
Here's a line drive in the left field. Salyers will go over, and it'll squeeze past her. Rolls to the fence as Griffith will be at second base with a 2-out double. As the Lady Bulldogs look to add on here in the second. They lead at 3-0 at the moment.
We got a courtesy runner as Combs will step in for Griffith on second base. Hazard, a runner in scoring position. Popped
First
up.
pitch swinging, popped up in the infield as back goes over, makes the play for out number 3. So Hazard will strand a runner, and we go to the bottom half of the second inning, still 3-0 Lady Bulldogs. Do it for Breathitt County, 5, 6, 7. That's Tinley Hayes, Chloe Hayes, and Salyers. We'll be back in 1 minute, back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Since 1962.
We go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Hazard. Due up for Breathitt County. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. That's Tinley Hayes and Chloe Hayes. And Salyers batting third here in the bottom of inning number 2. Breathitt County is trailing 3-0 Hazard so far. 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 stranded. Breathitt County 1 hit, one error and one stranded thus far as Ladycats look to cut into this lead. And, again, we mentioned that Breathitt County a little shorthanded, playing without the seniors this week, senior trip. The Breathitt County Bobcats themselves down in Florida on their senior trip, playing the New Albany Eagles to get their trip started tonight. And if we can, I don't think they've started it yet. At least that's not, no scores are posted to this point. As we get ready to start the bottom half of inning number 2, Breathitt County. James, we have one more softball game this week scheduled for Wednesday.
Correct, yes.
Big district matchup, Breathitt County, Jackson City.
Yeah, scheduled for 5:30. I'll double check that, make sure that's correct.
First pitch to Hayes is taken low for ball 1. It's Tinley Hayes at the plate. She's in center field tonight for Breathitt County.
Tinley Hayes, number 2, an 8th grader for Breathitt County.
Here's the 1-0 from Griffith. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
3-0 Hazard. And Breathitt County, good record, 6-1.
Yep. Here's the 1-1. Hayes squares the bunt. Ball fielded in front of home plate. Catcher comes out, throws to first for out number 1. Good play by Addington, the catcher for Hazard. Gets the out at first base.
And Chloe Hayes, number 22, a sophomore for the Ladycats, sporting those new uniforms. Base is empty for Breathitt County.
First pitch to Chloe Hayes, taken upstairs for ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. As Griffith with the sign, winds that 1-0. Popped up in the infield. Elkins had it. Fields comes over and makes the catch for out number 2.
And up to bat for the Lady Cats, number 55, Addie Salyers, a sophomore for Breathitt County. Base is empty for the Lady Cats.
Griffith, first pitch to Salyers, upstairs for ball 1.
Breathitt County trying to get something generated here, some offense.
It'd be a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the second as 2 up, 2 down for Breathitt County so far. Here's a slow roller towards second. Shepard Fields throws to first in time for out number 3, and it's 3 up, 3 down for Breathitt County here in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Hazard leading 3-0. Due up for Lady Bulldogs, 3-4-5. Shepard, Elkins, and Addington. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the third. It is 3-0 Hazard. It's due up for Lady Bulldogs, 3-4-5. Shepard, Elkins, and Addington. Hazard, those 3 runs came in the top half of inning number 1. First pitch.
Foul, I think.
Line foul, left field side for strike 1.
Number 15 there, that was Michaela Shepard. 8th grader.
Yeah, quick. The count, no balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 going to be popped up. Foul, and it goes out of play for strike 2.
Ladycats down 3-0. And the softball season, Steve, is about a quarter of the way over.
Yep. Here's the 0-2 taken for strike 3, and it's a called strike. It's out number 1 here in the second.
Back has calmed down for Breathitt County. The 7th grader, she's young, very skilled, and a world of potential. Very talented, rather than back.
So 1 out. Base is empty. Is the first pitch to Shepard, taken for ball 1. Oh, sorry, not Shepard, Elkins.
Elkins. She is a freshman, number 25. 3-0, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here.
Here's the 1-1 from back, upstairs for ball 2. 2-1. Base is empty here in the top of the third. Still not been able to find an update if they've got the baseball game started yet down in Florida for Breathitt County. Pass that along as soon as we get it, as the 2-1 is now strike 2. Count goes even.
Big swing and miss.
Break-even pitch, ground ball to first as Turner fields and steps on the bag for out number 2.
Up the plate for the Lady Bulldogs is Eddington. Braylon Eddington, freshman. The Hazard has no seniors, 1 junior on this roster.
This is swing and a miss for strike 1.
So they are very young.
Back has her sign. Here's the 0-1. Taken for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Nobody on with 2 outs. As Breathitt County trying to hold Hazard where they are, 3-0. As the 1-1 fouled back to the screen for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Here's the 1-2. Lifted into left field. That ball's hit hard. It's deep, and that is gone. Make it 4-0 in favor of Hazard as Eddington able to get a hold of that one. Put it out.
As she clears the bases.
Still 2 down. Still base is empty.
Like Steve said, 4-0.
As Jones now at the plate for Lady Bulldogs. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. It's Heidi Jones. Is
Number
10,
10,
is
Heidi
taken for ball
Jones.
2. Sorry, go ahead.
A freshman. First baseman.
2 balls, no strikes. Hitters count here as the 2-0 is taken up and away for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Two outs, base is empty. Hazard on the home run, 2-out home run a moment ago. Adding to the 3-0 lead, now lead at 4-0 as Jones takes the 3-0 for strike 1. Here's the 3-1 from back. Fouled off. Count goes full. 3-2.
Base is empty, but a home run just a few seconds ago.
Yep. Back winds the payoff pitch, lifted. Pop up in the infield as Sword goes over, makes the catch for out number 3. Not before Hazard plates another run, though. They lead at 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. due up for Breathitt County, 8-9-1. Bowling, Smith, and then Bowling. We'll get the first names when we get back. Back in one. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you.
We go to the bottom of the third. It's 4-0. Hazard leading Breathitt County, and due up for the Ladycats, 8-9-1 in the lineup. That is Hayden Bowling, then Smith, and Haley Bowling.
Yes.
Told you we'd have the first names when we got back.
Correct. You sure did. Y'all always deliver, Steve.
I don't know about always, but we try to.
Most of the time, anyway. Right.
Appreciate Rick Hensley running the camera for us. Like James said earlier, we are on YouTube. Still have some kinks in the baseball, softball. It seems like every time we switch from one season to the other, we
takes a little while.
Wind up with a few things that we have to work out, but we're getting there. As
4-0.
Bowling at the plate for Breathitt County. And a swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike one. Hazard so far, 3 runs in the first, 1 in the third. Breathitt County with 1 hit. Basically is all they've been able to get so far offensively, and scoreless to this point as Bowling fouls off the 0-1 for strike 2, and down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
I tell you what, you couldn't paint a better picture for a beautiful evening for high school softball. 14th region battle, 55th district versus 54th.
The 0-2 goes upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I tell you, that's Breathitt, a very talented young pitcher for Hazard.
Absolutely. Hazard's got a pretty good young team. You talked about the youth earlier. Here's the 1-2. This one's in the dirt. Count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And like Steve said, we'll be back on the air Wednesday.
Break-even pitch going to be grounded to short. Fields picks it up, throws to first, but it gets by the first baseman, and Bowling at first after the air, and lead off batter aboard for Breathitt County.
And up to the plate for the Ladycats, Smith, Taylor Smith, is that correct? Number 12, I got on the roster.
Yes, Smith, the right fielder.
Yes, and she's a junior. Steve, I'm digging these new uniforms, aren't you? I like them.
Pretty good. Let's see. Are they going to bring in a pinch runner for Breathitt County? I believe they are. And it's actually going to be the pitcher back. Coming in to run for the DP Bowling.
Now back, she has some speed on these base paths. Runner at first for the Ladycats. Coach Wisman, the first base coach. Mike Tobby, the head coach. Betty Pennington, the assistant coach.
So 1 on, no outs. In the bottom of the third is Smith will try to, at the very least, have a productive out and get the runner in scoring position at the top of the lineup, coming to the plate in the on-deck circle. Griffith Wines delivers. First pitch taken for a called strike.
Steve, are you following the NIT?
Not really. I did see the first round of I think LSU got beat first round, and then the other SEC team won or something to that effect. As the 0-1, a swing and a miss, strike two.
Speaking of LSU, I'm hearing their
runner caught down in the run down between first and second. They'll tag her out.
I'm hearing Will Wade, leading candidate for Louisville. Former LSU coach, McNeese State coach, made it to the tournament. I'm hearing he is a leading candidate.
Be a good coach. There's an 0-2 count to Smith at the plate. Griffith winds, delivers the 0-2. Skips in the dirt for ball one.
Base is empty for Breathitt County. And Taylor Smith, just her fourth at bat here. She makes contact.
Yeah, it's going to ground at the third, but Elkins fields and throws the first for out number two.
And up to bat for the Ladycats. Haley Bowling hitting 250.
First pitch from Griffith is a swing and a miss for strike one. Bowling 1 for 1 so far. Got the hit back in the bottom of the first. In the 0-1, fouled back for strike two. So no balls, 2 strikes to Haley Bowling. Base is empty, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 4-0 Hazard leading Breathitt County. Girls softball action.
Yeah, 54th district versus 55th.
The 0-2 is low, taken for ball one. These two teams do meet in the first round of the 14th Region All-A tournament at Hazard.
April the 8th, I think.
Yep.
Monday. State now does the, if I'm correct, the boys baseball team plays too.
Yes, same schedule, same place.
Same time.
As Bowling pops out to Shepherd at second for out number 3. We go to the top half of the fourth. It is 4-0 Hazard with the lead. And due up for Lady Bulldogs, 7-8-9. Stallings, Jones, and Combs back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Go to the top of the fourth. Hazard leading Breathitt County 4-0, and due up for the Lady Bulldogs. It's 7-8-9. Stallings, Jones, and Combs, and that's Hallie Jones of the 2 Joneses playing. Heidi and Hallie. Hallie will be the second batter here in the top of the fourth for Hazard. As
Steve reports out of Lexington, I'm reading it hot and heavy now, John Calipari will more than likely, you said it earlier, is going to stay at UK. I'm hearing it hot and heavy, reading it now. And
there'll be some changes somewhere along the line.
Have to be some changes.
As Stallings digs in, first pitch takes for strike one. Stallings slide out to left field in the first, 0 for 1 so far tonight, looking for her first hit. As back with the 0-1, lined in our direction, but it'll land softly foul for strike two.
Steve Houston almost went home last night.
Texas A&M.
Came out her beating them.
A&M, one of those teams that can be a bad matchup. If you're not a great rebounding team, they can knock you out.
They're the nation in offensive rebounds.
0-2 pitch, lifted in the right center field. That ball will land and it'll roll to the gap as Smith picks it up, throws it in. Leadoff double for Stallings and Hazard.
Yeah, Stallings, she hits 556 on the year, and she has a stand-up double for Hazard.
And the first pitch to Jones is taken for ball one. So runner in scoring position with nobody out as Hazard looks to add to a 4-0 lead in the top of the fourth. Here's the 1-0 pitch from back, taken low for ball two. A hitter's count for Hallie Jones. Back is pitched for well.
Yeah, after she calmed down from that third inning for the most part, first inning.
2-1, fouled out of play for strike, or excuse me, 2-0, fouled out of play for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just a very young player, a lot of potential. Breathitt County softball definitely has a bright future.
Here's the 2-1 from back as Jones squares the bunt, misses for strike 2. Count even at 2-2.
Runner at second for Hazard.
And out here we go a long way to allowing Breathitt County to keep that runner from scoring as the break-even pitch fouled back. Count still even at 2-2. Opening day for Major League Baseball coming up on Thursday this week as the Reds host the Nationals.
What's your thoughts on the Reds this year?
They've got potential, but don't get too excited about them.
Like the Wildcats of Kentucky, right?
Yeah. Really young still yet. They've had a lot of injuries in the spring, talking about the Cincinnati Reds. So they're going to have to deal with that. They had one of their young players, rookie sensations from last year, get suspended for 80 games for performance-enhancing drugs. So break-even pitch taken for strike 3, and that is out number 1 here in the fourth. It keeps the runner out at second base.
4-0. Hazard leading 1 out now. Runner at second. Ball high.
Yep, as Combs takes ball 1. Combs trying to, at the very least, have a productive out, get the runner from second to third as the top of the lineup in the on-deck circle in Griffith. Back winds the 1-0. Upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Hitters count here for Combs. Now, again, back is pitched well. 53 pitches total, 38 for strikes. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Runner at second for Hazard, scoring position.
2-1 the count.
And 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Squares the bunt, does Combs. Gets it down, and Breathitt County doesn't have a play. Perfect bunt location for Combs and the Lady Bulldogs. Runners at the corners with 1 out. The top of the lineup coming to the plate.
The pitcher comes to the plate. Griffith hitting .571. 14 at bats, 2 runs, 8 hits, 6 RBIs.
And with runners at the corners, first pitch is taken upstairs for ball 1.
Like Steve said, runners at first, runners at third.
1 out as the 1-0 pitch to Griffith. Lifted in the left field. A run will score, and it gets by the left fielder. Combs heads to third, and she'll go home. It's 6-0 Hazard as Griffith will wind up at third after a single and a 2-base error. She'll pick up an RBI on one of those runs. And it's 6-0 Hazard.
Runner at third, 1 out here. Strike. Of course, Breathitt County coached by Mike Tobby. Hazard coached by Keith Combs.
The 0-1 is now 0-2, so
And one out here. Congratulations to Lyon County,
absolutely.
winning the state championship over Harlan County. Steve, how much difference does it make, you think, Lyon played that early game that morning? I think it makes a big
Well, not just that. We'll get to that in a second. The 1-2 going to be fouled back. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at third, 1 out, 6-0 Hazard here in the top of the fourth. Not only did Lyon County play the early game that morning, Harlan County played the late game the night before.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the last game on Saturday before the championship game. Here's the 1-2. Popped up in the infield as McLeese goes over and makes the catch for out number 2.
Definitely plays a role.
Runner stays at third. 2 outs now here in the top of the fourth. 6-0 Hazard after a couple of runs here in this fourth inning. Shepard at the plate, 1 for 2, doubled in the first. And takes this one inside for ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off for strike 1, count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. But James,
I'm sorry.
I would like to see the state tournament go back to semifinals one day, championship next game, but maybe not play it on Sunday, as 1-2 going to be grounded to third. McLeese Fields throws the first in time for out number 3. Hazard plates a couple of runs. They lead at 6-0 going to the bottom of the fourth. Due up for Breathitt County 2-3-4. That's Sword, McLeese, and Turner, and we will be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 6-0 in favor of the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, and due up for Breathitt County 2-3-4. That's Sword, McLeese, and Turner. James, finished that thought I had earlier about getting away from playing the semifinals and championship game all in one day in the Sweet 16 tournaments. Start the tournament on Tuesday. Play Tuesday through Saturday. Semifinals Friday. You talk about having a big crowd on Friday evening for the 2 semifinals. And then you could even come back Saturday evening for that championship game, still have another big crowd. I mean, it's just my opinion. Stays away from Sunday, which I don't think they should play games on Sunday.
I agree with that.
In my personal opinion.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's pretty tough on kids playing, especially, the Hardin County game got done around 3:15, 3:20. Time you get back to the hotel room, you might have 2 hours maybe. You guys can the coaches have to give the scouting report. It's rushed for Hardin County, but I don't think it's just a Lyon County's year. They were built to win that thing. So
Sword leading off the bottom of the fourth for Breathitt County is swinging a miss on the first pitch for strike 1. Well, James, did they not have to check out of their hotel room before they even played their first game?
I don't know how they done that, though, how the reservations were made.
I don't know. Here's the 0-1, the Sword. Ground ball to third, Elkins Fields throws the first for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down.
But, Steve, if that was the case, that would be even more miserable for both teams.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They had to hang around the locker room or hang around the Rupp Arena. You know what I mean?
I'm sure they had some rooms somewhere designated for them to get some rest. But I mean, I would imagine both teams going back after the game, because if you win, I mean, you want to go home and have that parade that night. I don't care what time you get home.
Well, Steve, they also depending on the hotel rooms where they were at in Lexington, fight that traffic to get from your evening game back to the hotel room to rest.
Yep.
I mean, that's tough.
First pitch to McLeese taken for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the fourth as McLeese will line this to short and for out number 2.
As you can remember, too, when the games were 10 and 12 that morning and the championship game at 8. They moved it up to 11 and 1, championship game at 7:30. So those hours makes differences in them legs of those young men and women, too.
Turner at the plate, fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Lands on top of the press box here. Or at least it sounded like it did.
It's 6-0 here at the Breathitt County Softball Complex.
Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, nobody on, 0-1 count at the plate, and Turner takes the 0-1 upstairs for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Griffith with the sign, the 1-1 upstairs, ball 2, 2-1 the count.
And 2 outs. New Oakland played NC State to a couple points.
Yeah. Oakland a good team as 2-1 foul out of play for strike 2. And we're not saying that to say, hey, you know, it's okay or anything like that. But listen, Oakland a good team, and Golke had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
It happens. And he had another good game the next night.
He played strong.
Here's the break-even pitch from Griffith upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Bottom of the 4th, 6-0 Hazard. But, you know, Kentucky really just a few plays away from coming out with the win. And payoff pitch taken here, strike 3. We'll finish that conversation later. It's out number 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Due up for Hazard, 4, 5, 6. Elkins, Eddington, and Heidi Jones. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the 5th. Due up for Hazard, 4, 5, 6. Elkins, Eddington, and Jones as Elkins digs in. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
6-0, Ladycats trailing.
Yeah, Hazard so far 3 in the first, 1 in the third, and 2 in the 4th. Here's the 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2, and back is ahead in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 up, 1 down for the Lady Bulldogs here in the 5th.
Good pitch by back. And up to the plate is Eddington, hitting .300.
She homered to left back in the 3rd and fouls the first pitch off here for strike 1.
Steve Sun goes down, starts to get a tad bit chilly.
It does, but it gets a little more in our eyes as it gets at that
it does.
angle. No balls, 1 strike to Eddington at the plate as back has the sign, winds and delivers. Here's a line drive to go over the head of Sword for a 1-out single for Eddington and the Lady Bulldogs. And that will bring Heidi Jones to the plate.
Heidi Jones hitting .200 for Heidi. Where's number 10?
1 for 2 today. Had an infield single in the first. Takes the first pitch here for ball 1.
Heidi is a freshman.
Here's the 1-0. Outside for ball 2, and it gets by the catcher and allows Eddington to go to second.
Hazard now has a runner in scoring position.
With just one out. Two-0 taken for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
Steve, this school, the Breathitt County Elementary School, looks great, don't it?
Very nice. Been inside.
Yes.
I have a kid going there, and it is top notch. As the 3-0 pitch is taken for ball 4, 4-pitch walk issued to Jones, and that will bring Stallings to the plate with runners at first and second and 1 out.
Number 17, Cadence Stalling. She's hitting .556.
First pitch taken for strike 1.
She has 6 runs, 5 hits, 6 RBIs.
Here's the 0-1 from back, fouled off for strike 2, and count goes quickly, 0-2.
Runner at scoring position for Hazard.
There's another foul ball, count still 0-2. Strikeout would be big for Breathitt County.
Yes,
keep
it
the
would.
runners at first and second and get the 2 outs. Back has a sign, delivers the 0-2, fouled off once again. Still no balls, 2 strikes.
Runners at first, runners at second for the Lady Bulldogs. Of course, Hazard has a runner in scoring position.
There's the 0-2, fouled off over our heads. Count still no balls, 2 strikes.
6-0. 1 out. Steve, who does Louisville hire as a basketball coach?
Don't know. Here's the 0-2. Going to be lifted behind third as shortstop goes over. Does stop it, gets to throw to third for out number 2. What a play,
Nice
by
play.
Sword to score that officially as a fielder's choice.
Nice effort, nice hustle. Really stretched out to make that one.
First pitch to Jones. Going to be popped up foul territory. McLeese goes over, makes the catch for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Hazard strands a couple of runners. They lead at 6-0. Due up for Breathitt County, 5-6-7. That's Tinley Hayes, Chloe Hayes, and Salyers. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Tinley Hayes, Chloe Hayes, and then Salyers for Breathitt County. That's 5-6-7 in the lineup for the Ladycats. They trail at 6-0 as we go to the 5th. And Griffith so far 47 pitches, 31 strikes. Breathitt County, no runs, 1 hit. They've committed a couple of errors, but Sword made a nice play from shortstop in the top of the 5th to allow Breathitt County to hold the runners at first and second, and then get that third out the next batter and hold Hazard scoreless that half inning. As first pitch to Hayes is taken for strike 1.
6-0. Ladycats trying to generate some offense here to get on the scoreboard.
Here's the 0-1. in the dirt for ball one. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
One ball, 1 strike. Like Steve said, no outs. Just getting started here.
Here's the 1-1. Line drive that'll reach left field. So leadoff single for Breathitt County and Tinley Hayes. The Ladycats look to get something going here in the 5th.
Good hit by Hayes, the 8th grader, was number 2. And up to the bat for the Lady Cats, Chloe Hayes.
First pitch, fouls it off for strike 1.
Runner at first for Breathitt County, trailing 6-0.
Griffith with the sign. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike as Tinley Hayes goes back to the bag at first. Breathitt County trying to get on the board. The hit a moment ago by Hayes, only their second of the game as we are in the bottom of the 5th. Hazard with a 6-0 lead. And Griffith winds the 1-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breathitt would like to play the runner here in this inning. Griffith's pitched a great game.
1-2 is upstairs. Wild pitch allows Tinley Hayes to go to second. So Breathitt with the runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the pitch going to be hit to second. Shepard stumbles but does get the out at first. Runner goes to third, though. But nice play.
Advances the runner, though, the third. Yeah, a nice play. Kentucky Prep All-Star Basketball Game, April the 6th at Jackson City. 270 players participating.
So runner at third with 1 out for Breathitt County in the bottom of the 5th, and Salyers takes the first pitch here for strike 1. Salyers trying to help Breathitt County get on the board. They trail 6-0 with the runner at third and 1 out, bottom 5. This one's popped up right by the plate as Eddington comes from behind the plate, makes the catch for out number 2.
They catch runner Hayes at third, like to get her home. But 2 outs now.
Bowling at the plate for Breathitt County. Peyton Bowling trying to drive that run home. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Six 0. Ladycats trail Hazard.
Here's the 0-1 in the dirt. Good stop by Eddington. Keeps the runner at third, and that's ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 1 on. Leadoff single by Tinley Hayes. Still on base, but over at third now with 2 outs, and 1-1 is upstairs for ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ladycats like to get Hayes across this plate.
Here's the 2-1. Upstairs again, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Smith in the on-deck circle for Breathitt County. And then if they could get both of them on, would roll it back to the top of the lineup. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Griffith. Upstairs, ball 4.
Oh, almost got Hayes.
Throwing it back to third.
Leading off.
So runners at the corners as they bring back in the run for Bowling at first. And first pitch to Smith is taken for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. You know, a lot of times you like to see that runner at first go to second in this situation, but with 2 outs, you know, it
changing things.
Yeah, a little bit. As the 1-0, swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the lineup in the on deck circle for Breathitt County. 1-1 count to Smith at the plate. Pitch, ground ball to second. Fielding is Shepard, throws to first in time for out number 3. Breathitt County will strand a couple of runners. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 Hazard due up for Lady Bulldogs. 9-1-2. That's Combs, Griffith, Fields back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the 6th, due up for Hazard, 9-1-2. That's Combs, Griffith, and Fields. As first pitch to Combs, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Hazard leading 6-0 on 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 5 stranded for the Lady Bulldogs. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 3 stranded for the Ladycats. Is back, winds the 0-1. It's upstairs, ball 1, and the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Did see where the baseball game was pushed back to a 7 o'clock start. I don't know if that was because of Central Time compared to Eastern Time or whatever. But
they in Florida?
They are playing the New Albany Eagles.
It should be Eastern Time in Florida.
It depends on what part.
All parts is Eastern in Florida.
Pensacola and the Panhandle.
I don't know.
Yeah. As I think now, I could be wrong on that one, as Combs pops up the 1-1. It's caught for out number 1.
6-0.
First pitch back to Griffith is fouled off for strike 1.
Base is empty for Hazard.
There's a hot shot line drive to third. McLeese makes the catch for out number 2.
Nice play by McLeese.
So 2 up, 2 down for Hazard here in the 6th. And that brings Fields to the plate. She takes ball 1. Playing at Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Oh, is that the other side? Is that the Atlantic side?
Could be, I'm not sure.
I think.
1-0 taken for ball 2, and I should know all that, but I do not. I apologize.
I think it is, but not positive.
Here's the 2-0, fouled back to the screen for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pensacola is in the Central Time Zone.
Yep, seems like I thought it was.
I think Fort Walton's on the Atlantic side, I think.
As the 2-1 is taken for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, right. On the
Panhandle looks
looks like. Next to Destin and Panama.
3-1, fouled off. Count goes full. 3-2. 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the 6. 6-0. Hazard with the lead. Breathitt County trying to keep it at 6-0. If they can get out of the 6th here, the payoff pitch, fouled back. Count still full at 3-2. We're learning all kind of geography lessons.
We are. Hope those seniors are just going to enjoy themselves down there in Florida.
Here's the payoff pitch once again, fouled off, out of play. Count remains full.
Six zero, 2 outs now.
3-2 count to Fields. Fields 0 for 3. Has popped out to short, the pitcher, and third. As we've got the ball being thrown in. I think most of them have been fouled off out of play. It happens.
Oh, definitely.
Back with the sign, payoff pitch once again. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the 6th for the Lady Bulldogs. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. Due up for Breathitt County. They go to the top of the lineup. 1, 2, 3. That's Haley Bowling, Sword, and McLeese. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 6-0 Hazard over Breathitt County as the Ladycats have 1, 2, 3 coming to the plate. That is Haley Bowling, Sword, and McLeese. As Breathitt County trying to get on the board, trailing 6-0 to Hazard. As the first pitch taken for ball 1.
Bowling hitting .250 on the season. As I mentioned earlier, Steve, the season's about a quarter of the way through.
1-0 up and in for ball 2. Yeah, shortest season of all the sports seasons, baseball and softball. 2-0 count to Haley Bowling at the plate, leading off the bottom of the 6th for Breathitt County, and she'll line this one foul, right field side for strike 1.
Yeah, I may have asked you, where is the baseball and softball regional tournament at?
Baseball's at Knott County, from what I understand. I'm not sure about softball.
Okay.
We'll catch that as we can. They're not always listed on the KHSAA, and a lot of times you ask people, some think it's here, others think it's there, and it's really sometimes hard to pin down. This 2-1 pitch to Bowling here is taken for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Breathitt County trying to get the leadoff batter aboard here in the bottom of the 6th. Ladycats so far 2 hits and have stranded 3 runners as 3-1 is upstairs for ball 4. So leadoff walk issued to Bowling and Breathitt County. Leadoff batter aboard as they try to score some runs here in the 6th.
And we are streaming on WJSN 97.3. Go to YouTube, type in WJSN 97.3, and there it will be.
Sword 0 for 2, looking for her first hit. Fouls off the first pitch here for strike 1.
And no balls, 1 strike, no outs, 6-0. Sword, like Steve said, hitting .400.
And our stream, as has been and will be the rest of this season, presented by Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson. The 0-1 upstairs for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Appreciate all the sponsors for the streaming, and but it is presented by the title sponsor, Citizens Bank. Here's a ground ball to second. Fields, it's going to be Shepard, cannot field it cleanly, and it will be an error. And Breathitt County, first two batters aboard here in the sixth.
Runners at scoring position. 6-0.
As McLeese at the plate for Breathitt County. First pitch. Takes ball one.
Runners at first and at second. McLeese hitting .421.
Here's the 1-0.
Big
swing and miss for strike one, yeah. He's trying to get half of those runs back with one swing there.
Good thought process.
Griffith has her sign. Here's the 1-1. This one's going to be hit into center field. That ball will be gone, and she will get half the runs back in one swing. 3-run home run for McLeese and Breathitt County to right center field. And it's 6-3 now, Hazard.
Showing the power just like that. Cuts that lead in half. Sun goes down.
No outs still here in the bottom of the sixth as Turner coming to the plate. The base is empty after the home run, but Breathitt County on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Turner, number 21, hitting 200.
Griffith winds, delivers upstairs, ball one.
70 degrees right now here in Jackson.
And, you know, that error a little bit ago by Hazard as they were looking to turn two winds up being big as it's instead of a solo shot, it's a 3-run home run as the 1-0 is upstairs for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Across for strike one. 2-1 the count now to Turner. Nobody out and nobody on. 3 runs in here in the sixth for Breathitt County so far. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped up in the infield as Jones, Heidi Jones at first base, makes the catch for out number 1.
(6-3) here. The Breathitt County softball complex. One swing, and the Lady Cats cut that lead in half.
Here's the first pitch to Tinley Hayes. She'll foul it off for strike one. Base is empty with 1 out. Griffith awaits the sign, has it. Now winds the 0-1. Low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hayes 1 for 2. Singled to left in the 5th. And then tried to bunt her way on in the 2nd. But was not successful. Trying to extend the bottom of the 6th here for Breathitt County. As the 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
One out here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Want to say hello to Gloria Hayes, our good friend.
There's a ground ball to short. Fields throws to first. And good play by Jones at first to dig that out of the dirt for out number 2.
(6-3). 2 outs here. Breathitt County as Hayes comes to the plate.
That's Chloe Hayes. Takes the
Hayes.
first pitch for ball 1.
Got Chloe Hayes and Tinley Hayes.
Griffith with the sign. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So a hitter's count here for Chloe Hayes with 2 outs and the base is empty. Again, Breathitt County on that 3-run home run by McLeese has cut the lead in half. It was 6-0, now 6-3.
Time is called.
Coach going to come out and talk to Griffith.
Going to speak to his pitcher. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
See if we can get a score on the Breathitt baseball game. And the only reason I say I can try to find that is looking at where the game is supposed to be posted here, and it's still nothing going on at the moment. Assume there's several games going on there today, and they could be behind a little bit down there.
Usually are.
As meeting at the mound is over, and bottom of the 6th resumes. 2-0 count to Chloe Hayes at the plate. Base is empty. And the 2-0 going to be fouled back to the screen for strike one. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 6-3. Bottom of the 6th.
Here's the 2-1 in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Another hitter's count here for Chloe Hayes and Breathitt County. Trying to get base runners, trailing 6-3 with 2 outs in the 6th. Upstairs, ball 4 and a 2-out walk issued, and that will bring Salyers to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs.
55, Addie Salyers.
Looking for her first hit tonight. 0 for 2 so far. And first pitch taken for ball 1.
Like Steve said earlier, the seniors for Breathitt County gone on a senior trip.
Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Throw down to first, not in time. Hayes is back safely.
Hayes at first base.
Here's the 2-0 from Griffith. Fouled back for strike 1. Count 2 balls and 1 strike.
Two outs, 6-3. Hazard leading Breathitt County, 14th region softball action.
2-1 pitch. Ground ball to Griffith. She'll step off, make the play, and get the out for out number 3. Breathitt County will strand a runner, but they plate 3 on a 3-run home run by McLeese here in the 6th. It's 6-3 Lady Bulldogs as we go to the top of the 7th. Due up for Hazard, 3, 4, 5. That's Shepherd, Elkins, and Eddington. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the 7th as Breathitt County trails Hazard 6-3. And due up for Hazard in their lineup, 3, 4, 5, Shepherd, Elkins, and Eddington. Shepherd 1 for 3 and fouls off the first pitch here for strike 1.
We're in the 7th, like Steve said.
Back winds the 0-1. Taking low for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Eddington on this season hitting .300.
Here's the 1-1. Lifted high in the infield as Breathitt County will make the catch. That will be Hayes. Chloe Hayes making the catch from the second base position right behind the bag. 1 up, 1 down for Hazard here in the top of the 7th.
Six-three, Bobcats trail. Need to get a stop here.
First pitch taken for strike 1.
Base is empty for Hazard.
0-1, a swing and a miss, strike 2, and quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to Elkins. Back is ahead in the count. And she has thrown 98 pitches, 71, 4 strikes. Here's the 0-2 upstairs for ball 1. So Back is kept it in the zone, so Hazards went up swinging. As Breathitt County trails 6-3, the 1-2 pitch. It'll be popped up, foul, third base side. It's going to go out of play. Count still 1-2.
And 1 out.
This pitch going to be fouled back out of play again. Still 1-2. Back 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk.
Just a 7th grader. Waiting on the ball to be thrown back in.
Yep.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Base is empty. Here's the 1-2 from Back. Skips in the dirt for ball 2. Count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out. Nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Breathitt County trying to keep Hazard right where they are. It's the break-even pitch. Fouled back to the screen once again by Eddington. She's 2 for 3 with a home run so far. Home run and a single. RBI and a couple of runs scored.
Base is empty for Hazard.
Here's the break-even pitch again. Taken for strike 3, and that is out number 2 here in the 7th.
Nice pitch by Back. She looks at her wristband, getting ready for the windup.
First pitch popped up. Foul territory coming near side, and making the catch was
number 21 for Breathitt County.
That's Turner. And it's 3 up, 3 down for Hazard here in the 7th. We go to the bottom half of that 7th inning, and Breathitt County needs 3 runs to keep this thing going. They trail at 6-3. Due up for the Ladycats. That's 8-9-1. Back, Smith, and Haley Bowling. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 7. Breathitt County trailing Hazard 6-3, and for the Ladycats due up this half inning. 8-9-1. That's Back, Smith, and Bowling. Actually, excuse me, I said Back. That might be, yeah, it will be Back. She came in and they got rid of the DH after the walk last time. Lights not on here,
Not
James.
Yet. Not yet.
I think they're going to try to get it in before turning them on.
Looks like it.
But they really, cameras aren't liking it without the lights. I mean, they're adjusting, but would definitely be a better picture if we had some lighting out. Again, Breathitt County needs 3 here in the 7th.
To keep this game alive. (6-3), bottom of the 7th. The world famous sports talk will be tomorrow evening at 5:30. Our next broadcast will be at 5:30 on Wednesday. Jackson City versus Breathitt County 55th District softball action. As Griffith, a promising pitcher for Hazard. Back, a promising young pitcher for Breathitt County.
Griffith with the sign, winds and delivers, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
No ball, it's 1 strike.
Breathitt County needs 3 runs, so they need some base runners on. As the 0-1, Back will foul this off for strike 2, and Griffith ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Steve, was Cal Perry ever in danger of losing his job?
I don't think so, but it's one of those hot water situations. Here's the 0-2. Back's going to lift this into center field, and unable to make the catch is Jones, as Back will wind up at second after the error.
(6-3).
Nobody out, and a runner at second for Breathitt County as Combs takes the first pitch for ball 1.
Runner scoring position, Back at second. Big swing and miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, no out.
1 on. Breathitt County again trailing by 3, 6-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. Griffith winds the 1-1 upstairs. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike.
Breathitt County still alive. Oh, we're off.
Sounds like it. As 2-1 taken for ball 3, still on YouTube. We did lose our radio feed. We'll get that back up and running here just in a second.
Oh, and a runner first base.
3-1 taken for ball 4. And Breathitt County with runners at first and second.
And no outs.
Tying run at the plate for Breathitt County. As the 1-1 taken, or excuse me, 1-0 taken for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 is ball 2.
6-3 here, bottom of the 7th.
A hot shot right back at the pitcher. Cannot field it. Breathitt County has the bases loaded. That will be an infield single by Breathitt County.
So a meeting at the mound here. Maybe a pitcher change. We'll see. And we got a change here.
And let's take a 1-minute break. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Okay.
As 6-3, Hazard leads. Breathitt County has the bases loaded.
Pitching change here for Hazard.
And I'm having all kinds of computer problems with my stats software, so I'm just going to let this ride. Umpires having a discussion here with, I guess, the substitutions. New pitcher for Hazard coming in is, what's the number there, James?
It ain't six. Is it 16? I cannot see.
It says 99.
99.
On the jersey. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what it looks like. Don't have 99 listed on the roster, and I think that might have been what the discussion was about. As first pitch here, ground ball back to the pitcher. She fields, throws to the plate for out number 1. Base is still loaded for Breathitt County, though.
1 down.
And at the plate, McLeese.
McLeese at the plate for Breathitt County.
Could win it here with the swing of the bat, but takes ball 1, or excuse me, strike 1.
McLeese hitting .421.
Bases loaded for Breathitt County, 1 out. 0-1 count to McLeese at the plate. And they're going to intentionally walk her and walk in a run as Breathitt County trails now 6-4, and I understand
the reason behind
the reasoning here. So 1 out. The bases will still be loaded, and that will bring Turner to the plate for Breathitt County. First pitch, Turner pops it up in the infield. It's infield fly rule. That'll be out number 2. So bases loaded still for Breathitt County with 2 outs. And at the plate, Tinley Hayes, the center fielder for Breathitt County.
Tell you what, she's a good basketball player off that bench for Coach Hayes.
First pitch, swinging line drive, foul for strike 1. James, it's awful dark without the lights on here.
Yes, it is.
As I make my chair sink down with the hydraulics here.
Yeah.
Air ride, if you will. 0-1 pitch coming up. Wines delivers. Swinging a miss for strike two. 2 outs, bases loaded. Tying runs are in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th.
One hit.
Here's the 0-2. Taken for ball 1.
Good eye by Hayes.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that one was located. I'm going to be honest with you. Of course, we're at an angle here.
Yes.
You know, can't see that as it is. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to short. They'll flip it to second for out number 3, and Hazard will win it. Final score here, 6-4, Lady Bulldogs. As get it all put in.
Breathitt County, a good comeback. I tell you, I thought Breathitt County showed a lot of heart. I thought back settled down to be such a young 7th grade pitcher against
Absolutely.
a good Hazard southpaw squad.
Get this real quick. Hazard had 3 in the first, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth for their 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, 5 stranded. Breathitt County, all 3 runs came, or excuse me, 3 of the 4 runs came in the 6th. The other one came in the 7th, and that's 4 runs on 3 hits, 3 errors, and 7 stranded for Breathitt County. As next broadcast scheduled for Wednesday evening, it's Breathitt County, Jackson City, 55th District softball action, and we'll get some baseball games in as we get a chance, but it kind of is what it is at the moment. But we do have Breathitt, Jackson City, big district matchup coming up on Wednesday, and that will be a radio-only game at Jackson City at Kiwanis Park. Again, we think first pitch scheduled for 5:30. Want to say thank you, Rick Hensley, for running the camera for us this evening on our YouTube channel. Also, thank you to Brandon Griffith for helping set up earlier today. He came over, helped us sit up, and then took off and had to go do some other stuff. But thank you, Brandon. Also, thanks to John Bunn, John Couch for everything they've done for us. Thank you, Kevin Davidson, for running the board for us back at the station. And for my colleague to my right, James Turner, I'm Steve.